I still remember the patient who changed how I saw aging forever. She was 74, tired of diets that never worked. She told me, "Doc, I don't eat much, but I still gain weight." 2 months later, she was walking lighter, her clothes fit better, and her energy was back, without changing a single thing she ate. What changed was how her body used energy, not how much she consumed. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Howard Tucker, longevity doctor with over 7 decades of experience studying how the human body defies time. And what I witnessed in her case wasn't a miracle, it was biology reawakening. Sitting across from me today is a man who's dedicated, over a century, to helping people live stronger and longer. He's a global symbol of purpose and health, Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's legendary physician and longevity pioneer. Dr. Hinohara, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Howard. It's always an honor. And what you just described, that mystery weight gain, it's one of the most misunderstood parts of aging. After 65, our cells slow down, not our willpower.
Exactly. And that's why today's episode matters. We're not talking about diets or calorie charts. We're uncovering how to reignite your metabolism from the inside out, at the cellular level, so your body starts releasing stored fat naturally.
The science is catching up to what we've seen in centenarians for decades. A recent Harvard and Tokyo University collaboration revealed that mitochondrial slowdown, not overeating, is the real trigger behind age-related weight gain. And when those tiny energy factories are repaired, the body burns fat efficiently again, even at rest.
That's fascinating. So what you're saying is, the weight doesn't stay because of food. It stays because the body forgets how to use food.
Precisely. And that's the key. Today we'll show you how to wake up that forgotten engine safely, naturally, and joyfully. No diets, no starvation, just science, movement, and the simple rhythm of daily life.
So, Dr. Hinohara, let's start with the question everyone asks me. If they're eating less and moving more, why do most seniors still gain weight?
Because aging isn't about calories, it's about communication. After 65, the signals that tell your cells to turn food into energy grow faint. Mitochondria, those tiny engines inside every cell, begin to rust from oxidative stress. Muscles lose tone, hormones drift, and the body shifts into storage mode instead of burn.
That explains why I see so many patients who eat half what they used to, yet still can't lose a pound. Their engines are idling on low.
Exactly. And here's where the science gets interesting. A joint study from Harvard Medical School and Tokyo University tracked over 1,200 adults past 65 and found that their cellular oxygen use dropped nearly 25% compared to middle age. The body wasn't broken, it was simply running at low voltage.
So it's like the power grid dimming. Lights still on, but weaker.
Perfect analogy. And the real solution isn't deprivation, it's reconnection. The mitochondria respond to signals from gentle movement, warmth, hydration, and natural rhythm. When you give the body microbursts of energy demand, even simple actions like deep breathing after a meal or light muscle engagement while seated, the cells remember how to work again.
Which is why dieting alone fails. You can't starve a sleepy engine into waking up. You have to spark it.
Precisely. And seniors actually hold an advantage. Their bodies adapt quickly once the right cues arrive. A few minutes of targeted movement, proper hydration timing, and the right morning temperature triggers can switch metabolism back on. No diets, no stress.
We'll get into those daily triggers next. The tiny habits that reignite fat burning naturally, backed by both Eastern and Western research.
Yes, because once you understand how to wake the cell, the weight follows, not from willpower, but from wisdom.
You mentioned triggers, signals that remind the body how to burn fat again. Let's start with the simplest one. What's the first habit seniors can use to turn that cellular switch back on?
The most powerful time of day is the first hour after waking. That's when your body's inner rhythm, what we call the circadian metabolism, decides whether you'll burn energy or store it. Most people skip breakfast, sit down immediately, and unknowingly tell their body, slow down.
So the body literally listens to our morning behavior?
Absolutely. Think of your cells as soldiers waiting for orders. When you start your morning with light motion, even just 2 minutes of calf or heel lifts, followed by a glass of warm water with a pinch of minerals, you're sending a command: you wake up and use energy.
That's fascinating. And it sounds effortless.
It is. Harvard researchers recently showed that seniors who perform light movement within 30 minutes of waking experience up to a 17% higher metabolic rate throughout the day. even without exercise. Tokyo University's data confirmed the same in centenarians who begin their day with what they call gentle ignition. Their mitochondria stay active longer, their muscles stay oxygenated, and their blood sugar remains stable.
So instead of dieting, we're reprogramming the body's timing system.
Exactly. The body runs on rhythm. When you hydrate, move gently, and expose yourself to morning light, your internal clock resets. Cortisol and insulin, two major fat regulators, fall into harmony. That means more energy for the muscles and less for the fat cells.
It's amazing that something so small, just standing, breathing, and drinking warm water, can do what months of dieting can't.
That's the beauty of it. You're not forcing change, you're restoring memory. The body hasn't forgotten how to burn fat. It just needed the morning reminder.
Dr. Hinohara, earlier you said the morning sets the rhythm for burning fat. But what about the other side of the clock? Nighttime. So many seniors struggle with sleep. How does that affect this whole equation?
It's everything, Howard. Nighttime is when the body decides what to keep and what to release. If the metabolism runs too slow during rest, the body clings to stored fat instead of converting it to energy. But when sleep is deep and rhythmic, the opposite happens. Your body repairs cells, resets hormones, and quietly burns fat.
So poor sleep doesn't just make us tired, it literally makes us heavier.
Exactly. Harvard's 2024 Sleep Metabolism Review found that just 1 week of disrupted sleep reduced mitochondrial activity by nearly 30%. That means the body stops recycling old cells efficiently. Instead of renewal, it starts accumulation of fat, toxins, and inflammation.
That explains why some of my patients say, "Doctor, I sleep 8 hours, but I wake up exhausted." Their sleep isn't restorative.
Correct. The timing and quality matter more than the length. In Japan, we teach something called recovery rhythm. It starts 2 hours before bed. Dimming lights, sipping warm barley or chamomile tea, and taking slow, deliberate breaths. These signals lower cortisol, the stress hormone that blocks fat burning.
That's remarkable. A kind of biological prelude to healing.
Yes, and here's the science behind it. When cortisol drops, growth hormone rises. Growth hormone is what instructs the body to repair muscle, regenerate mitochondria, and mobilize stored fat for fuel during sleep. It's nature's way of saying, you rest, I'll rebuild.
So, no supplements, no starvation, just helping the body do what it's designed to do?
Precisely. Seniors who restore this nighttime rhythm often notice something profound. Their weight begins to shift without effort, the belly softens, the joints feel looser, and the mind wakes clearer. All signs the body has re-entered its natural cycle of repair and burn.
All right, Doc, you've given us hope. The morning reset starts the day strong, and nighttime repair keeps it running. But what's that single evening habit you mentioned that can double this effect?
It's something so simple that most people dismiss it. Lowering your body temperature slightly before bed. Not by turning the air cold, but by letting the core temperature drop naturally. That tiny shift tells the brain's hypothalamus it's time to restore.
That sounds counterintuitive. Most people think warmth equals comfort, not cooling.
True, but this cooling activates brown adipose tissue, or brown fat, the very tissue responsible for burning energy at rest. Harvard's metabolic research found that seniors who lowered their sleeping temperature by just 2 degrees experienced a 42% increase in brown fat activity. That means their bodies kept burning calories even while resting.
Incredible. And this brown fat, it's the body's built-in furnace, right?
Yes, and it's more powerful than most people realize. Tokyo University's longevity division studied centenarians and found they all shared one quiet habit, a brief cooling phase before sleep. Whether it was walking outside for 5 minutes after dinner or finishing with a slightly cooler rinse before bed, that drop in temperature triggered brown fat and deepened their sleep cycles.
So the key isn't more exercise or less food, it's smarter signaling.
Exactly. The body listens to cues, not commands. By combining gentle cooling, low light, and slow breathing, you're training your metabolism to stay active overnight.
I can see why this works so well for seniors. It's gentle, it's natural, and it doesn't depend on willpower, just rhythm.
And it's measurable. Within a week or two, seniors often notice waking up with more energy, lighter limbs, and less bloating. That's the body's quiet way of saying the switch is back on.
Dr. Hinohara, I think we've come full circle from morning ignition to nighttime repair. But for our listeners, how do these steps fit together into a daily routine that actually works in real life?
It's simpler than most think. Picture your day as a wave. In the morning, you ignite the current with movement and hydration. In the afternoon, you sustain it with light activity and nourishment. And at night, you restore it through calm and cooling. That rhythm, ignition, sustain, restore, keeps your cells in conversation 24 hours a day.
So instead of chasing diets, we're tuning into biology's music.
Exactly. The body is rhythmic by nature. When seniors align with that rhythm, they stop fighting themselves. The mitochondria, those little powerhouses, don't need intensity, they need consistency. Harvard's long-term metabolic review proved that daily rhythm alone can boost fat oxidation by up to 28% without calorie restriction.
That's remarkable. And Tokyo University's findings echo that. Centenarians didn't count calories. They timed their meals, rested properly, and stayed lightly active throughout the day. Their secret wasn't control, it was flow.
Yes, they move gently after meals, they stretch at sunset, they wind down with calm, and they sleep in cool darkness. This pattern trains hormones like leptin and insulin to stay in sync, preventing fat storage and supporting deep recovery.
It's almost poetic, the body responding to small acts of care rather than force.
That's the future of senior health, Howard. Not punishing diets, not extreme workouts, but learning how to speak the body's language again. When you hydrate with warmth, move with intention, rest with rhythm, and cool with purpose, the body naturally sheds what no longer serves it, including excess fat.
Dr. Hinohara, I think what you've shared today gives every senior listening a new sense of power. You're saying it's not about restriction or youth. It's about rhythm, repair, and respect for the body.
That's exactly it, Howard. The body never forgets how to heal. It only waits for the right signal. I've seen it again and again. People in their 70s, 80s, even 90s. Once they restore rhythm, the spark returns. The belly softens, the breath deepens, and they begin to move with quiet strength again.
I love that. Quiet strength. It reminds me of a patient who told me, "Doctor, I didn't just lose weight. I lost fear. Fear of moving wrong, eating wrong, living wrong." Once she understood her body was on her side, everything changed.
Yes, we spend decades believing the body is our enemy. But the truth is, it's been fighting for us all along, and repairing, adapting, protecting. When we align with it, miracles look like normal days.
So for everyone listening, remember this. Your body isn't slowing down because it's old. It's slowing down because it's waiting for you. Waiting for rhythm, warmth, hydration, rest, and belief.
That belief is the beginning. Science may guide us, but faith in your body completes the healing.
Beautifully said. And as we close today, I'll leave you with this. You don't need to fight your body to change it. You just need to remind it how powerful it already is.
The body remembers, always.
Thank you, Dr. Hinohara, for your wisdom and time. And to everyone listening, if you're ready to begin this journey, start tomorrow morning with that first glass of warm water and 2 minutes of gentle movement. Your next chapter begins there.
We'll see you next time for the episode where we reveal the Japanese habit that multiplies energy and melts away fatigue faster than any supplement.
Until then, stay strong, stay curious, and keep moving toward your best life.